everyone, so today I have a review of the Laura Mercier Flawless Face Kit, which I purchased last week in the Laura Mercier Flawless Face Kit workshop by Michelle Draper. If you don't know who she is the Laura Mercier's global makeup artist who went to Sephora last week. So I took a chance to just go to the workshop, and of course I had to purchase something, right? So I purchased the Flawless Face Kit complexion. This one is amazing kit. It is so good that I have already decided that this is my new holy grail face makeup routine for the daytime. Lastly, if you have been watching my videos for a while, then you know that I actually own a lot of different foundation, and the reason why I still buy this kit is because I have a normal to oily skin. My foundation preference or my complexion preference is to have a natural dewy finish. Unfortunately, a lot of brands or company always formulate matte defying or like very drying foundation for those of you who have like normal to oily skin, or even if you have oily skin, and I don't like that kind of coverage. And whenever I chose to wear something that is glowing and dewy, I have always have problems that those foundation or tinted moisturizer are not long lasting enough for me. So therefore I really do wanted to try this Laura Mercier kit just because I heard a lot of good things, and so far I am in love with this one. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the demo. Okay, first I'm going to take the foundation primer. This one is a Laura Mercier, the original foundation primer. And just fun fact a little bit is that Laura Mercier is actually the first person to invent this foundation primer. So that's kind of amazing, right? And this foundation primer is water based, so it's great for those of you who are like allergic to silicone. But I found that even though it doesn't have any silicone base and it feels rather like a toner or moisturizer, I feel like this foundation primer actually keeps my skin from getting oily throughout the day. So it's really awesome. Okay, next I'm going to take my tinted moisturizer. This one is their original tinted moisturizer also, which come in the Flawless Face Kit as well, and they color match me with the shade Nude. Now, Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer is really famous, and you don't need too much. You only need about this much for your entire face, and you see, yeah, so that's how little you need. And you just want to dot it all over your face. So Laura Mercier actually recommends you to use a sponge like this, but personally I don't recommend that, just because this tinted moisturizer has such a high water content, so sponge is just going to soak up too much of the product and you end up wasting lots of product. So just use your finger to pat them in. Okay, and then don't want to rub it in as you would do your normal moisturizer, just because this tinted moisturizer has a pigment, and the more you rub it in, the less coverage you get. So you don't want to be wasting lots of product anyway, and you just want to go rub it in. Now, if you were to choose to wear some tools and you don't like to apply your foundation or tinted moisturizer with a primer, you can use something like these synthetic brush. This one is by Sigma, and synthetic brush is great for blending out this kind of foundation, just because, or tinted moisturizer, just because it doesn't soak up too much of the product. So that's great. You don't want to be wasting your tinted moisturizer by Laura Mercier because it is super expensive. And I feel like when using this kind of dense brush, actually is going to give you more coverage also. But for every day I'm a little bit too lazy, that's why I only use my finger. And Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer is really famous because her tinted moisturizer was like the revolutionary products, because she actually can make the most coverage out of very thin and lightweight tinted moisturizer. Now, when I went to the workshop, the global artist Michelle Draper actually told me that the Laura Mercier face product are packed with a bunch of pigment, so therefore you can get the best coverage without having to feel very heavy. Next, I'm going to use their concealer, which is the Undercover Pot. This comes with the Secret Camouflage, which is great for covering up blemishes or redness on your face, and the other one is called Secret Concealer, which is more emollient. This one is meant counteract your dark circle and to hide any darkness over there. This one has a peachy undertone, as you can see, so it's going to be great for covering up your dark circle like I do. I have a severe dark circle. And below that you get a nice amount of a loose powder. So okay, one amazing trick that I learned during the workshop is that do not use your finger directly onto your concealer, because when you actually take the concealer from your finger directly, what you do is that you are going to take too much of the products and then you're going to pack on too much of it, and you are going to try to blend it out, but really you're just going to blur it out, and you are going to mess up your concealer and wasting up a lot of product. And the makeup artist actually told me that if you use this, it is probably going to last you for a year, but if you use your finger directly, it's probably only last you for 6 months, so you don't want that to happen. And this one is my Bobbi Brown corrector, and look what I've done to it. I have basically wasted a lot of great products because of using my finger directly, and so I'm going to use the brush for the rest of the products. Alright, so I'm just going to take a brush. This one is the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage brush, which is also included in the kit. So the kit is really great because it contains a lot of products, right? Okay, now I'm just going to take a little bit of it from the brush, and I'm just going to place that on my under eyes. Now I'm just going to blend this out, and if you feel like the concealer is pretty hard to blend, then you are welcome to use your finger. It's just that don't ever use your finger directly to the concealer. So you see the difference, right? This one is a lot brighter and less black. So see the difference? Now my dark circle is significantly reduced, and it rivals my Bobbi Brown corrector in light peach. This is how amazing this one is, and I only had this for a week now, and yeah, I knew that it's going to rival my Bobbi Brown. Okay, and then now I'm going to use the Secret Camouflage, which is the one for blemishes. I have acne scarring right there, so I'm just going to use a brush again and cover that up. You can also cover up any redness on the side of your nose. And you do want to set this concealer slash tinted moisturizer with a translucent powder, just because the concealer as well as the tinted moisturizer especially is kind of like a wet tinted moisturizer, so to speak. So you do want to set it even though you would have very dry skin. And one downside to this Flawless Face Kit or any Laura Mercier face product is that they are not transfer free. So meaning that it's going to transfer up to your clothes or to your hands if you are like not careful and you touch your face throughout the day. And I do want to set my tinted moisturizer, so what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to pour a little bit of the powder at the back of the cap like that, and take your Laura Mercier powder puff, which is also included in the kit, and you just want to use this powder puff to powder your skin directly. Alright, so that's how simple it is to achieve a flawless face. Now, as you can see, my skin is super flawless, but yet it is still luminous and glowing at the same time, right? And you'll be surprised how long lasting these products are. And now I'm going to insert a picture of me wearing all these makeup products after 15 hours of wear. So I'm going to insert the picture now. Okay, so as you can see, my face was not oily, it's still luminous like now, even though I don't have any highlighter or whatsoever. So I absolutely love this kit. I think this is going to be my holy grail go-to everyday face routine starting from now. I think Laura Mercier really make a great products for everyone. So I think you should really check out this kit. And so that's it for the Laura Mercier Flawless Face Kit demonstration, review plus tutorial. So I hope you enjoy this video and find this video somewhat insightful, and I see you in my next video. Bye!